So, Trump and Biden part three. So, as far as I know, and as far as I'm concerned, Biden won. That is cool. That is good. Um, there are millions of reasons why each person voted for who they did vote for. Um, some people wanted Biden because they simply just don't want Trump in office. No other valid reason. They just don't want that guy in office. And others for some serious valid reasons on why. Everyone is going to have their opinion on who their leader is, and no one will be absolutely satisfied no matter who the president will be. Um, Before I continue, for anyone that's not a U.S. citizen, you know, um, you laugh at us because of you know our country's politics and everything like that, you know, but you have to understand that you can't beat us. Despite the divide, political divide in America, if you ever come on U.S. soil and try some fuck shit, I could promise you everything that we will put all politics aside and fuck you up. So, make fun of us all you want to. There's been a handful of countries that tried, but they never succeeded. That aside, now, you know, for the brief time that I was in the Navy, we all had one umbrella, and the umbrella was to pretty much serve this country the best way that we can, no matter who our leader is. We don't like some of the rules that were appointed over us, but we still did what we had to do. Me, I was a fucking dirtbag. I had no calls in the Navy, so I ain't gonna pretend I was this glorified badass when I'm really not. But nonetheless, I wore the uniform. There's some people that are on my Facebook that wore the same uniform, and when it came down to it, we had each other's back. There are thousands of military personnel that wore the same uniform or different uniforms for different branches that had different political views, but we still did what we had to do. Biden won, or he projected that he won. I don't really know. The media says one thing, the internet says the other thing. People on Facebook, Snapchat are saying their own versions, and you know, but from what it looks like is that Biden is our new leader, and I have to accept that. Earlier, I did say that if Trump doesn't get elected, that I won't be a voter again. And even if I'm not a voter before, I won't be a voter in the future. And I see people with the I voted signs, and that's cool. That is your right. That is your American duty to vote and put your voice out there. Um, but whether it was Biden or Trump or Joe Jorgensen or something like that, no matter who won, I still probably won't vote because I'm wondering if our vote really mattered. You have this electoral college vote, you have this popular vote, super delicate, all that stuff. It just gets confusing. It's like if we vote, we vote. It you know if we vote on something, it shouldn't come down to an electoral college vote. And if it's someone that you want in or don't want in, the electoral college vote shouldn't be disregarded and go by a popular vote. Like, that's when you make things kind of confusing, and then that's when people like myself second guess if their voice really mattered. People voted for Biden because, like I said, they just don't want Trump in. That's cool. That's okay. Some people voted for Biden because they just don't like to see other people with assault rifles or an AR or an AK and gun control this, and we're going to take away your guns that. Some people voted for Biden because of Planned Parenthood reasons. Other people voted for Biden because maybe they want more Medicaid, or they want some type of government assistance or handout, and they know that when it comes to that side, more than likely they will get it. So that's okay. Some people voted for Trump because they don't believe what Planned Parenthood stands for. Some people voted for Trump because they like to have the right to bear arms since, what was it, 1751, 1791, something like that. Some people voted for Trump because, gas prices are low, they're not getting taxed as much, there's an abundance of jobs. There's plenty of reasons why people voted for who they vote for. If I did decide to vote, if I did decide to not be that guy that says I'm not going to vote for anyone because my voice wouldn't matter, yeah, I would vote for Trump because here's the reason why. And I said it in my last video that, when it comes to the job and the scope of practice, Trump was not in that scope of practice. Trump was a regular guy, a rich regular guy that beat these politicians that were in this game since they entered in Yale, Harvard, Brown, Phoenix University, I don't know. These guys had a job, and their job is politics, and Trump came in, was like, you know what, here I am, I'm going to beat you at your own game. And that's what he did for 4 whole entire years. The leader, an average guy, a leader, a rich average guy, a leader of the whole entire free world or country. What that tells me is that you don't really need to be a politician to lead a nation. I mean, you'll definitely have to have a lot of freaking money for ads and I approve this message, but you know, um, but he definitely came in and beat them. The other reason why I voted for Trump, would vote for Trump, is because I like my Second Amendment rights. It's a silly reason to others that don't believe in the Second Amendment, that would rather have the police that they also want defunded, which doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's my right, and that's why I voted or would vote. The other reason why I will vote for Trump is because um, what Biden said in his past is that he'll be damned if his daughters or daughter, I don't know how many kids he has, but he pretty much doesn't want his children to be integrated with the black community or black people. You know, Biden has been in politics way before most of my friends and family were even thought of. And the media could say one thing, the internet could say one thing. Maybe he has done more for this country off the books, but from what was shown is that he hasn't done anything since the 70s till now, until he was the vice president for Obama. Joe did say some blatantly racist things. Now, you could call Trump a racist, but from what I've seen is Trump was far from it. I mean, maybe he's a closet racist. Let's be honest, America is one of the most racist countries. Sure, there are others, but from what history has shown us, as far as I know, there weren't other people literally chasing down black people, hanging them from their truck and dragging them miles till their bodies are like desecrated. I haven't seen any other country, cut open a pregnant woman's belly, a black woman's belly. I haven't seen anyone hang from a lamppost, but America did that. But that aside, though, Trump wasn't racist. I mean, I guess you could call Kanye West a coon, but Kanye West is black, and him and Trump conversed plenty of times. I seen the picture with him and Rosa Parks before she passed away. Rosa Parks was in the area where segregation was probably at its all-time high. Literally a spearhead, or part of the spear, that paved the way for some equality for black people in the United States. And he literally sat down and broke bread with her. Any person that's out of the closet racist wouldn't even spend a second with Rosa Parks. Politicians, they do things in public so it could appease the others, so we could get their vote. Trump was far from a politician at that point. He was just a businessman. So that's why I would vote for Trump, because he is less racist than Biden. There are many ideas that a party would put out there. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to fall through. And if it does fall through, it's not going to fall through without some type of repercussion. For example, there's Planned Parenthood. You really can't take away a woman's right to get an abortion or get a checkup for, for cancer screening, or to spread the knowledge out there for, STDs or anything in that nature. Planned Parenthood is more than abortion. So even if Trump was in, that will never go away. And if it did go away, there's going to be some type of thing out there that will still provide that service. Planned Parenthood just happens to hold a household name that provides those type of things. So if Planned Parenthood was taken away, there's going to be another successor that will probably take it and do the exact same thing under a different banner. If Biden, well, not if, he is in, he said blatantly that he's going to come for our guns. You have other people that support him that says, oh, gun control. It's like, no, like, I seen the fucking interviews of this guy. I clearly heard him say, bingo, we're going to come for your AKs and we're going to come for your ARs. He said that. I may be dumb, but I'm far from an idiot. I heard what I said. I ain't deaf. But let's say if that does happen, you have people that believe that safety is important, because during all these riots and everything like that, the same people that didn't believe in the Second Amendment, that didn't believe in ARs or AKs or even handguns or high capacity magazines, they were the very same people that went out there and bought the same things that they didn't want. Now you have this president that comes in, says that they're going to take it away. Do you honestly think that everyone is just going to up and comply? No. There's going to be some type of repercussion to that. Then you're going to go into someone's home, their safe haven. You're pretty much going to invade their spot to take away a few firearms. And do you think some will, but most won't? And that's repercussion. So even though we want it to happen, it's not really going to happen, and that's politics. We all vote for one thing, but are we really going to get it? The guy that's racist, that says that we're not black if we don't vote for him. I mean, that right there alone is not going to make me vote for you. Now, if it was Obama, if Obama said that, that would make me be more inclined to vote for him, simply because it's another black man telling me to vote for a black man, and I ain't black if I don't vote for another black man. But you have this white dude that is questionably a pedophile. He comes in and says that I'm not black if I don't vote for him. Well, how could you tell me I'm not black if I don't vote for you? Because well, you answer that, because I don't fucking know. This is war, and in war there are rules. However, if you want to win by any means necessary, sometimes you have to play dirty. From what I've seen is that there are uncounted votes from Trump, which is like, it's like, hey, what's up with that? But hey, it is a war, and if you literally want to take away Trump votes, so you can win, then cool. Again, no matter who votes for who, no matter who believes in what, whether you vote or you don't vote, whether you're Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, I'm still going to respect you because that's the American thing to do. I'm not going to delete you or shun you because you believe in gay rights. I'm not going to delete you or shun you because you don't believe in Planned Parenthood. I will not riot. I will not do any kind of protest. I will not destroy my own neighborhood. I will not do any of those things that people who voted for Biden did. And again, other people that are watching this video come across this video, you can laugh at America all you want to. We all have our own views and ideals, and that's what makes us free. Because in any other country, to voice your opinion, that's a no-no. Your head will literally get chopped the fuck off, or someone is going to go after your family and put them in concentration camps, North Korea. You know, and even though other countries are laughing at us, you can't fucking beat us. You can't. You want to, you will like to, but you can't.